We've got consolidated municipal elections with polls open now, and you can go and cast your vote for, say you're in Springfield, you've got several wards. If you're in a ward that's challenged, you'll have a choice there. For aldermen, you've got the mayor, you've got the treasurer. That's just city government, let alone the park district. If you've got a race there, if you've got a race in the school district, and school districts across the state have school board races that are also on the ballot, and a whole host of other things. These types of elections really directly impact you as a taxpayer in your backyard more than I think people realize. We'll definitely hold our breath to see what happens with the voter turnout, which I'll be surprised if it's over 35%. I'm just making that prediction. I'll be surprised if it's over 35%, but maybe I'll be proven wrong. Who knows? But to talk a bit about how important these races are, we're joined now by Regan Deering. She is a candidate for the Mount Zion Community Unit School District number 3 in the incorporated area. Regan, thanks for taking time with us. It's good to talk with you again.
Good morning, Greg.
So let's get into the importance here. First off, you're looking at the Mount Zion School District. What do you hope to do if you get elected to that board?
Well, I think that, local elections, as you mentioned in your opening, are so critical to our communities and their success. And it's really school board members and village trustees and city councils that's sort of the boots on the ground. Hopefully, I plan to be a great listener to my constituents and hear their concerns. One of the things that I've recognized while attending my own school board meetings is we need more people to stay engaged. And really, I'm trying to encourage participation, whether you're a parent, whether you're a community stakeholder, local business leader, taxpayer, to just keep your finger on the pulse of what's happening in our districts and have a say in those decisions being made.
And talk a bit about, I guess, school districts are the largest portion of our property taxes here in Illinois. That's quite significant. There's a lot of money at stake there. Do you feel that not just in your school district, but in school districts across the state, is there enough oversight? Is there enough accountability when it comes to how those dollars are being spent, considering the outcomes we see being reported in various districts across the state?
Well, you're absolutely right. Every taxpayer should be paying attention to what's going on at their local school board level. I mean, my local district has a budget of over $20 million, and there's a lot of pieces to that puzzle. Having been a business owner myself, and specifically in education, I know the devil's in the details. So I am definitely someone that in my prior board experience, and will continue to do that here, is to take a look at how we are spending our dollars. We want to make sure that academic outcomes are our priority. But, we have buildings and maintenance, and we have other things that are factored in, curriculum, et cetera, to those dollars. And, I think it's important that our school board members have their eyes on those details.
Regan Deering with us. She is a candidate for the Mount Zion School District and also a former Republican candidate for Congress. Regan, just to kind of talk a bit here about these being nonpartisan races, right? How do you ensure you have that going forward if you indeed take the seat?
Well, you're absolutely right. They are nonpartisan, and I think that we are starting to see a move towards parents and those engaged in the community that just want to have the best academic outcomes for our students. We want to make sure that we're listening to our building staff, our teachers, our administrators, and really understand what's happening in those buildings and how we can make it better for them. We want to continue to recruit great talent. My district has a little over 130 teachers in our multiple buildings, and they're the lock and key to our student success. We want to make sure that they're well supported. They've got the right training and skill sets that they need. And I think that, the nonpartisanship piece is important for school board members to be objective, to make sure that they're credible, to make sure that they have got everyone's interest at heart, and that's definitely something I plan on accomplishing.
What's your take on the Democratic Party of Illinois throwing $300,000 some odd dollars at local school board races to either highlight people they support or to highlight people they say that Democrats should oppose? Has this, is the Republican Party doing something similar, or is this kind of out of a norm with these municipal consolidated elections?
Well, I learned in running for Congress that money comes from a lot of places when people have an agenda. So I'm a bit surprised by the Illinois Democratic Party putting these dollars behind. But more importantly, their messaging. These are nonpartisan races, and from what I've seen and other candidates I've talked to, just even here locally, we're parents that are getting involved, we're former educators that are getting involved, and community members that want to see better academic success out of our districts. And it's a little disappointing that you've got, really one party. You asked if I've seen the Republican Party. I really haven't. I think there tends to be more of a grassroots effort maybe in trying to make sure that, parents that want to be interested can have the right tools necessary to run a good school board campaign. I mean, it does take an effort to get your name out there. So, I hope that we can continue to keep it nonpartisan, and I hope that candidates will continue to advocate for themselves in the best way they can.
Regan Deering, a candidate for Mount Zion Unit School District number 3, on the ballot today, along with school board candidates all across the states, city officials up for election, park district up for election, community college districts, convention board districts. I mean, it's just incredible how important these local elections are. So we'll be watching closely to the outcomes. Regan, thank you so much for taking time with us this morning.
Thank you, Greg, and encourage your listeners to get out and vote today, all the way till 7 p.m.
That's right. Polls close at 7. Appreciate that. It is Springfield's Morning News, and we will have coverage of the election all night long here, and Jim Leach is going to be leading that. So if you need updates as you're out and about, tune into WMAY. All right, let's take a break and